G'day folks, Parkera here and welcome to the Lancashire Lad. Today is episode 1, Club 1 of the series. Massive thank you to everybody who's watched that clip, all 21 seconds of it. Short and sweet, but I couldn't have done it without the great help of putting my vision into place from Bobby G Gaming. Go check out his channel. But absolute thanks to everyone who's got on board, who's commented, who's liked, who's viewed it. Really appreciate it. And now we just need to get you on board for the journey that kicks off today. Before we get into the club, today's video is just going to be an intro video. But before we get that, just want to explain the Lancashire Lad. It's a journeyman only based in Lancashire. So I can only manage Lancashire clubs. What we have loaded up is on screen now. You'll be seeing that we have the teams loaded. We have the leagues down to the north and south in England loaded. I have all the other UK leagues loaded, but they're in view only. I've got the German Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and the French team National League top divisions only loaded as well. But again, only view only. That's because just to generate the fixtures and the teams, and just to have some sort of normality going through there, and also, to generate the players. The reason we've chosen Chorley is because they were promoted from the North Conference last year, so they are in the National League, and they're basically the lowest Lancashire team that is available in the default database. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. Without further ado, let's get into Chorley. So, the news articles are there. You would have seen those, hopefully, at the beginning there. Being welcome to Chorley. Some of the fans are happy. Some of the fans are a bit unsure of the appointment. We will go and see. The media is there. We are going to have a quick look at the team and the finances. We're going to go through this bits and bobs. So, we'll have a look at the squad. We're not going to go through every single player. So that'll take this video hugely down. We're going to just have a look at there. This is the Parkera view. Alright, we're going to I'm just going to go by position here. I haven't yet to look through the whole team myself. And I'm going to be doing all that offline before our next game. But we can see here, basically, you look at the ability here of the team. Pretty average, a lot of 3 stars, 2.5 star. Few there with good potential. The best player by far at a quick glance, or one of them. There's a couple. Actually, there's about 3 here who are rated based on my assistant manager, right? So we've got Matt Irwin here, goalkeeper. He's looking pretty good. 10, 10 and 9. Remembering this is Vanamara conference level, national level. So, it's a sweeper keeper, which we'll probably keep in mind, but he's also easily adaptable at goalkeeper, really. So that's pretty good. Decent pace about him. Yeah, not a bad start there. Pretty happy with him. Let's have another look at Lewis Baines. A regular starter. Central defender. Yep, I like the basics. 12 there, marking 10, but at 20, expect that to go up. Good tackling about him. He can pass the ball, so there's an option there, as you can see down here, playing as a ball-playing defender. Decent positioning and pace for this level. I think that's actually pretty good. I do like a bit of pace on my central defenders, especially because, if you're going to play a slightly higher line and you get the balls pumped over the top, you need to be able to give them some sort of pace. Hopefully they can get back into positioning. So that helps. That's pretty good. Just smack straight into it. Looking at the bases. And this level, I think it's just the main ones to me. Your heading, your marking, your tackling, positioning, and a little bit of pace. That's what I look for in my centre backs, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy with the look of him. We'll go down here to Naughty. He's a bit of a naughty boy. Okay, so he can play defensive midfielder, but he can push up into the centre there with box-to-box, ball-winning Carolero as well, deep line playmaker. Again, looking pretty good. Good finishing, so you probably want, dribbling. He can, first touch is pretty decent as well. And yeah, it's not too bad. A lot of stamina, so that will be helpful for if we wanted to play a bit of a high pass, high press sort of a deal, which is come in handy. Good work rate. So there's some good issues there. Yeah, overall pretty good there. Like I said, I haven't had a really in-depth look at the team, and we'll see there. Okay, so we've got Lewis Dodds as well. Okay, so he's attacking midfielder, but he's an inverted winger or a winger. He can also kind of poach the ball about a bit. So, yeah, it's not too bad. And yeah, I mean, crossing 10, dribbling 10 basis, and a decent average pace. But I think again for this level, it's not gonna you're not gonna encounter too many guys anyway in terms of their stats. I mean, I think at this level, especially if you get someone who's really pacey, that enough can make up some deficits. But looking at this overall, he's looking pretty good, and even just for the attacking midfielder. I generally like to play as a shadow striker in these roles if I do play this, like the cam sort of role, and he will fit into that absolutely nicely, to be honest with you. But I haven't decided on the tactic or anything. So Alex Newby here got a bit of potential. Okay, he can play a winger, he can play the advanced forward, shadow striker, inverted winger. So he's a nice one to play around with, probably a very flexible player there. But there's just a quick glimpse anyway of those players. Let's just go into the under 18s and have a quick nosy at the squad. So everybody else is... So we only have one player in the under 18s. Okay, Taylor Brickell, who's on loan here anyway. Wow, that was a quick look. I mean, and to be honest, at a club like this, you're not going to get development of players. I don't think it's important to me. It's important to nurture the ones that you've got that are good, but you're looking for current ability, guys who can help improve the squad now to start with. Club vision, straight away, it's pretty good. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team squad, work within budget. Avoid relegation in the National League. Round minimum FA Cup first round and FA Trophy second round. I've only been given the 1 year deal. And then next 3 years, you're working to establish yourself as a conference team in the National League. So again, that's not too bad at all. You avoid the relegation. I think that's a definite requirement at this level. You've just been promoted up, and of course you kind of just want to do that. When we look at the finances, we can see that we have nothing in the bank. 88k is nothing. No budget to transfer budget. We're currently spending 7,000. Well, our wage budget is just over £7,000. We're currently spending about 6,600. So we've got about £400 to play with. I mean, maybe a couple of players on. Oh no, it's not. If you can get 200, probably one player. It depends if we can move people around, which I will be looking to do. Staffing wise, let's have a quick look at the staff. Pretty good for this level. Got the average, so 11th average there. And again, for scouting and physios, I always like to go through the staff. I always basically advertise for every single position unless the current guys are really good, and then I try and replace with better. So it's simple as that. I generally don't offer mutual termination unless they're absolute caca, and it's going to be better to have them, not have them, than to have them and just be worse. So that it is. Bit of the club info there. We are Chorley, obviously. We are based in Lancashire. Nice home kit, away kit, and a third choice kit there. And I'm going to look at getting a skin. I've got a couple of skins in mind, so I'll probably let them work on that between episodes or further down the line there. Semi-professional team, so again, we're not going to be, obviously, it limits our training, as you can tell here with training, to only basically 2 or 3 days a week and only 2 sessions per day. If we have a game, that's likely to be only 1 training session, maybe 2 if you're lucky, depending on what day the game is. So again, we are limited in the development process. You're not going to be able to develop players as much with a limited part-time schedule. So that's why I think, in my opinion, going for what I can get now in terms of ability is where we look at, and then we can slowly, hopefully, progress. Again, this is a start. I'm not planning on... This is not going to be Chorley to the Premier League. This is Chorley. My contract's for 1 year, then I'll re-advise and reassess the situation, see what's available. Again, restricted to only Lancashire teams. End of next season, the Lancashire team may come up from the lower leagues that isn't generated yet and be generated into the Conference North. And they may be a better alternative. I may move back and sideways. It depends. I might get sacked and have no choice. I'm not going to say the aim is to get to Burnley, because the Burnley team, obviously the Premiership team at the moment, that'll be wrong, because by the time I get to that sort of a level where I can be looking at higher quality clubs in terms of Premiership or Championship, Burnley may be they have had a bad run and might find themselves in League One. Blackburn may be a Premier League team. Aki might be a Championship team, or things like that may happen. So straightforward, I can only go from a Lancashire team to a Lancashire team. See how it goes. Let's have a quick look at the dynamics. Poor team cohesion, never a problem this time of year. You just friendlies fix that. Good dressing room atmosphere and average support, which is fair cop. My certificates and a Sunday League footballer, and also a national, I think it's B license. I think I have posted a screenshot. If I have remembered, it'd be on there now, which will show the setup I have anyway for my stats. Or we can just simply do it this way, and we can see here that the attributes are there. So yeah, 12. I took one extra off the attacking and added it into the defending, and then these ones were pretty much there as well. Everything else is in the reds. Fair cop. You're just starting out, and that's how it is. All right, folks, I think we will leave it there. I don't think of anything else. We've got the development centre, which I'm looking to get stuck into for loans and things. Obviously, at Chorley, we've got a couple of players out on loans. I'll have a look. I'm going to go through the squad, have a look at the squad, see who we can feel to get in or out. Make a list like Santa Claus. Check it twice. See who's naughty. See who's nice. Things like that. Staff, I'll be going through, making changes as I go, and then obviously one of the big things I do is take care of the responsibilities at a club like this. I'll basically take care of everything, and then slowly allocate to other staff members. Any sponsors? So we can see here we've got 3 sponsors there, which is pretty good. We have no debt for the club, which is also pretty good at this stage. But again, this is going to go quicker than a sneeze or a fart. So it's going to be very vital that we keep within this one and try and maybe get some butter on our bread from selling players. Let's give it a good couple of years, I reckon, with Chorley, and then hopefully we can progress further on. All right, folks, I said this before. We will leave it here. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on this. Are you looking forward to this? Feel free to suggest any staff, any players. Got a couple of guys in mind. I'll have a look at my staff, and then I'll go through and do scouting and everything else like that. I'll do all that off the line. So next time you see us, we're going to go through the schedule here. Next time you see us will basically be, I usually do some more friendlies, but you will see us next episode, which will be against Aldershot, where we will kick off our season and go through any other transfers that I may have brought in. Massive thank you to all the new subscribers. At time of recording this, which is Friday, I am 1 subscriber short of making the 150 mark. So I've gained about 20 subscribers between the beta being released and now. Massive. Thanks also to everybody who's watched and got involved with the Lancashire Lad little trailer. I hope the series does that trailer justice. I am looking to change things up. That may slowly evolve over time. Got a lot of ideas. I'm just trying to see how I can implement those. So stay tuned. All right, folks. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at Parkera Games. Also, you can make sure you follow me on my channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, feel free to join the FM Creators Discord. The links are down below to the Discord, and also the fantastic guys involved in there. It's a really great growing community for football manager related content, and a little sprinkle of other things on the side. So yeah, hit this down below, follow, like, subscribe, do all that good business. Alright, I'm Parkera. Kia kaha.